Hey, Meera. Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Okay.
Good. So I'm going to get you set up here, and then I'm going to jump on that leadership call. Okay.
Sure.
Are you logged in from the Gateway account?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do then is I'll mute myself and hide myself at some point when you get started. And then you know how to do it where you can see everybody who's on and that sort of thing. At the bottom, you can click manage participants, and if you click on it, it'll show who's.
Oh yeah, that I do. I was wondering if you had another way that I should.
No,
okay.
And you know how to do share your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then you know how to do the chat room.
Yeah, the chat is right there.
You're good.
We will see.
You have a lot of people on mute, so
okay.
I'll let you handle that one.
All right.
Class participation, everybody. Class participation. Good job, Chrissy.
It's so early for that, though.
Get your coffee, Jordan. Coffee.
I've already had a pot.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what I am going to do, I'm just going to test it here. So, is everyone able to see me? Is everyone able to see my screen?
You're going to have to unmute people. They got to talk to you.
I can't see your screen, no.
Oh.
I see you. Hi, Meera.
Hi.
Click share, and then when you have the document that you want to share, you have to.
Actually, that's what I thought. Just a second. Well, we are all learning. Okay, so now share screen. I just had a question. So once I share my screen, now since you're still here, okay, I'm going to share the screen. Okay, now. Where do I unmute everyone? Is there a space?
Over to the right, if you click on the participants over to the right, you should see everybody and you can unmute them.
Okay, I have the speaker view right now. Okay.
Oh, well, you want to put it on gallery view.
Okay, okay, gallery view. Okay, done.
And then if you look over, if you click on participants.
Okay, that's right down.
Mine shows up on the right, and each participant shows up where you can mute or unmute them.
Ooh, I like your cabin.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hi, I love your cabin.
Thank you. It's do you see that Meera to the right? It says mute all or unmute all.
Okay, so first let me share my screen. That's what I thought I did.
Is everyone
able to see?
Yep.
Okay, now.
There we go.
Where is, okay, everybody is able to see. Mute, unmute, mute my audio, stop video. Okay, mute. Okay, that's me. Okay, where do I see? Where do I mute?
Once you have them on, once you have your screen shared, unless Jordan knows something different, I don't know that it shows.
Okay, I'm on a Mac. All right, so everybody is able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So now.
I shouldn't say everyone. I am, at least.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Meera, if you click on manage participants again, you'll see mute all or unmute all.
Ah.
You see it?
I got it. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to turn myself off and let you have at it. Good morning, everybody. Have a great class.
Thank you.
Have a great day, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, it's 9:01. Welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing? Is everyone, oh, I need to unmute. Is everyone unmuted right now?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, first success. Okay, good. Let's get this going. How is everyone?
Hanging in there.
Great.
Okay.
Here.
All the above.
All the above?
All the above. Great.
Okay. It's 9:01, so let's get started. Welcome to the brand new Ignite 2.0. My name is Meera. I've been with San Jose Gateway for about 4.5 years now, and I'm also the newbie productivity coach there. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It's really nice to, I know many of you by name and I don't know many of you. So welcome. Hi, nice to meet you. All right. So, let's go around. Why don't each of you introduce yourselves and let us know how long you've been, which office you're with. I know there are a couple of offices. So why don't we start? I see Allison right next to me. Why don't we start with you, Allison?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Allison. I am pretty new. I just joined the office in January. I got my license in last October. So that's kind of where I am, just learning all the new things. I came from a background of education, so it's very, very new. Everything is a learning curve for me. So I'm excited to start this and hopefully have it help kind of launch my career.
Awesome. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Awesome. Thank you, Jordan.
I am Jordan Thorpe. I'm in the Santa Cruz Market Center. I am one of 2 tech ambassadors there, kind of a command guru too. So if you ever need help, let me know. I've been with Keller Williams 1 year, a little over 1 year. I've been licensed going on 6 years, and I've been involved in real estate in some way or another for far too long.
Thank you, Jordan. Nice to meet you. And yes, we will keep you in mind. You're the tech ambassador. It's a huge thing right now. Thank you for being there.
Of course.
Who else? The third one on the list.
Good morning. My name's Teresa Flores, and I'm with San Jose Gateway, Keller Williams. I've had my license for about a year now, and I've been with the office for about 9 months, 10 months.
Welcome, Teresa. Thank you so much. Ivan, why don't you go?
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Yvonne Zinsman. I'm with San Jose. Got my license in 06. I've been with KW for about 6 years.
Nice. Welcome, Ivan.
Thank you.
Who else? Hey, Renee. Mello. I see you there. Hi.
Hi. Renee Mello. I've been licensed since 1986. I have been with Keller Williams for 13 years, and I'm going to be teaching tomorrow. So I wanted to see how the master does it so I can try and do as well as she does.
Oh, come on. Renee was my productivity coach when I stepped into real estate in Keller Williams Gateway. So welcome, coach. All right. Who else? Anyone else?
Hello, everybody. My name is Wasim.
Hi,
I've
Wasim.
been with Keller Williams for almost 2 years now. And I have a background in sales, and I'm excited to be a part of the team. I've been in and out these last year with, personal and finances and things, but I am excited to get back and get the ball rolling.
Nice. Wasim, are you with Gateway?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I'm with the San Jose Gateway team, yes.
Oh,
I think
nice.
you have seen me there before.
I think I was in touch with you. Okay. Okay, great.
Sorry about that. No worries.
Oh, no worries. Just to make sure. Okay, who else?
Good morning. Oh,
Hi.
you want to go first, Mary?
Oh, okay. Good morning. I'm Mary Phyllis. I'm from the Santa Cruz office. I've had my license for 5 years, and I'm also the teammate of Laura Gleason for this side of the hill.
Nice. Well,
Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Zach. I just got my license in February and I joined Gateway in March. So I'm still pretty new, but I'm excited to get started.
awesome. Welcome, Zach. Jeremy, do you want to go next?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm with San Jose Gateway. I'm pretty new too. I only had my license for about maybe 4 months, 5 months, and I'm ready to get some training here and learn some stuff and try to get going on my career.
Nice, welcome. I see a few more names.
Hey, good morning.
I'm
my
Chrissy
name is,
Stokes. I just started Keller Williams. Today's my official first day. So I am licensed for about a year, a little over a year, I think it is. I was with Better Homes and Gardens. So I just moved over, learning, pay, fire, ready to go.
Nice time to get started.
Yeah.
This market. Welcome. Who else? Who wants to go next?
good morning. This is Stephen Archer, new to Keller Williams. Got my license in December and signed with Keller Williams in March. So just getting started, looking to get my feet wet.
Nice. Welcome, Stephen. Mel, do you want to go? Hello. Okay, let's come back. Mickey, do you want to go? Sorry, I'm picking on people. We have to keep moving. Okay, so that's not, looks like she's not able to hear us. Who else wants to go?
Hi, I'm Trish Hine. I'm with Campbell, San Jose Campbell, and been in the business 15 years and with Keller Williams Silicon Valley for 15 years.
Nice, welcome, Trish. All right, let's see who else. Yes, everyone went. Kelly.
Good morning. I'm sorry I was running late. So I'm assuming your question is, you know, our check-in for today.
Yep. Introduce yourself, which office you're from, how long you've been in real estate.
Perfect. My name is Kelly Edwards. I've been with San Jose Gateway since September of 2019. And usually I don't have a chance to attend these videos and trainings, so I'm really excited and ready to get started.
Nice, welcome. All right. I see a couple of numbers here that I don't know who they are. Does anyone else want to introduce themselves? Or shall we get going? All right. Okay, great. So, so Ignite. I do see a lot of you are newer or new. So Ignite is a month-long training program which kind of gives you that push into you producing. So that's what it's a month-long training program designed to equip participants with everything that you need to just go out and start doing business. And the ideal result, so to speak, is for you to be able to pen at least one and close, and you do all the things that's required of you. All right, and before we get started, I don't know how many of you have been, I all want you to go to KW Connect, log in, and this is going to be interactive as well. So go to KWU. Is everyone able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So go to the one which has a lab here, Ignite Labs. So once you go there, you just scroll down, go to participant resources, and you click on Ignite Toolkit, and it should download for you. And this has a wealth of information that you will be using throughout the course. And the first one, Fuel Your Career, is just an overview of what are the most important things. There are some of you, when I started at Keller Williams and Gateway, that was my first office, my first brokerage, and I'm still here. And so the way we did Ignite was it gave us kind of a holistic overview on what all is, is available throughout the course. So it gives you an idea of, what the keywords are, what do we focus on first things, because it's like a sea, right? So you jump in and what's the first thing that you do? So that's what it's all about. All right. And this Ignite is completely revamped. It's way different than what I did. And the first 2 weeks is known as Spark. And the main goal of Spark is for agents to get an appointment with the buyer or the seller. That's all we focus on. And this will set them to sign a contract, either a buyer's representation agreement or a listing agreement, the seller with the buyer or the seller, respectively, in 30 days, so that they can begin to achieve the next steps as they move through real estate continuum. So the main idea is to set up a habit. And can I request everyone to mute yourself, because I tried to do it and looks like it's not working. If there's some background noise, could you mute yourself? Thank you. And the idea is to have a goal every single day and do it consistently so you keep moving forward. And habits, it's all about habits. It's all about calendars. And if it doesn't exist on your if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. And for those of you who swear by calendars, I think Ignite would actually just push you further into that space where it doesn't make it all the more effective. And this is brand new for me as well, so I'm also learning as I go along with you. The everyday goal is to keep building your database. Everybody has a database. Your phone, every single person has a smartphone. So the phone that we have and the contacts that we have, that's the database. And the idea is to keep building on the database. You keep practicing scripts, and the reason we practice scripts is to get better and to make it so seamless that you don't feel like you're actually saying a script or practicing a script on somebody else, a buyer, for instance. And then you keep contacting prospective clients so that your pipeline behind you is completely full, so that whatever we do today always shows up 90 days, 3 months later, and getting to know their market. Okay, and in 2 weeks, all of us should be able to establish some core activities which will help us, help us set some solid habits, which will actually something that we will end up using throughout our real estate career. All right, so that's one. So this is done. So now, since you're able to see it, I'm going to do this. Oh, sorry about that. Right. Is everyone able to see it? All right. Your big why. So what I'd like for you to do is to type, not actually type, why don't a few of you, say about 3 of you, share as to why you joined real estate? And anybody, why did you join real estate? What was your big why? Something that's kind of keeps pushing you forward.
I don't know if it was my reason for joy. I mean, when I first got into it, it was just kind of a natural flow because my family is in it. In it now, I'm in it for my nieces to pass along the things that I didn't have growing up.
Awesome.
Build a generational wealth, as I'm sure most of us want to.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you, Jordan. Anyone else?
Meera, my big why was, I come from a big retail management, 10-hour shift days and, wanted that time to spend with my family. And my family is the reason I push and I'm making this happen, and something like Jordan said, to kind of push on to the family and, just my freedom. I feel like that's my big why.
Your big why is your flexibility and your financial freedom. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Nice. That's quite a big enough why. Thank you. Who else? Anyone else?
I think what got me into it a lot was just how flexible it can be and the fact that you could be your own boss. And me personally, I want to get really invested in property, buying up property myself.
Isaac, thank you. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I've always wanted to be a realtor, but I never took the time to do it. And I was laid off from my job, and I'm saying, hey, this is the right time. And I immediately knew I would like it because I enjoy being around people and making people happy and smile. And the flexibility of the hours is what I really needed.
Okay. So flexibility and the ability to be your own boss.
Yes.
Does that kind of sum it up?
Yes.
All right. Nice. Thank you, Vicky. All right. So let's take a moment and try and envision an idea, like based on some of you who have already shared your big why, and for the others who didn't, everyone has a big why. Every single one of us. Although we might not put it down on paper, on a GPS, but there's always, always, always a big why. So just take a step back and imagine what your big why is, what your goals are, what your hopes are, and where do you want to go with them. And just jot it down. This is just for yourself. And let's take about probably a minute or two for that. All right. So would you all agree if I were to say that it's really important to establish a good mindset, a good sound mindset, and your goals right from the beginning so that you have a trajectory to go on? Would that be a fair thing to say? Yes. Okay. Nodding is good. And
Definitely.
okay. So even in jobs that is a lot more, let's say, predictable and structured, and I mean, salary jobs, like people who go to an office space and who get paid, every 2 weeks. We do have, I'm sure they have their own challenges to keep up the motivation. Would you agree with that too? Yes. Okay. So during the night, I think what night course actually aims at kind of arming you with a lot of ins and outs on how to find business and how to keep that business keep going seamlessly. So that is the goal of Ignite, and you will learn everything, and all of us will learn something or the other to do, so that you make it something that is sustainable and something that you can carry forward as we move along. And Ignite is not only for newer agents, as you can see. Renee has been in the business from 1986, 87, so it's not for newer agents. So it's something like, at least for me, now when I was looking at the new material yesterday when I was preparing my attempt to prepare. So I was like, did I even so there are a lot of things that I've internalized, but when I started out, it was more like, okay, everything was disjointed for me, and everything started falling into place, like, a fast. So that is, and that will happen. And for newer agents, it will be like, hey, you know what, this is like, it's like a snatch movement in either an Olympic class, right? Olympic weightlifting class. Everything will be disjointed, but it will all come together as we keep moving, as we keep practicing. So that's what Ignite will help you do. So it kind of gives you all the components which has to be internalized. And once you start applying it, everything just falls into place, and it becomes a habit more than anything. It becomes a habit that will help you run business, keep your business, and make sure that you have continuous business as you. All right. Has anyone heard of a limiting belief? And if yes, can someone share what a limiting belief is? Someone? I'm sure you have.
What is it that you asked? Anyone heard of what?
What is a limiting belief?
Oh, the fact that I can't answer in public like this.
Is that a limiting belief of yours, Renee?
No, not at all. But obviously it's a limiting belief of some of the people here.
I wouldn't believe that for a minute. Now that anyway you spoke of, why don't you? You're probably the best person to explain what a limiting belief is.
A limiting belief is something that you tell yourself that isn't true. It's like, I'm going to use the old adage, I can't cold call. I can't talk to people about real estate. I can't call my friends and, oh, this is a good one. I can't call my friends to talk about real estate because that would make me pushy, or they might not like me anymore. That's a limiting belief.
I think that's one of the biggest beliefs I still struggle with. And it has a lot to do with, at least for me, it has a lot to do with culture too, because from where I come from, it's more, you don't call people and talk about your business. You just don't. And then I had to unlearn all those things, and I'm still unlearning as I go. And this, actually teaching the new Ignite, and I'm going to be sitting in on all the Ignites too. It is a huge thing. So some things that you think, which actually holds you back. And we kind of weave stories around our thinking to support it. And the other thing is, for instance, you know what, Renee, that is probably it's huge. It's one of the biggest things. Hey, you know what, I can't call my friends and ask for business. The other thing is, I don't have enough. I can't do 3 hours a day. You know what, I'm working. I have 2 kids. And the other thing is, I can't make cold calls. I'm scared of people saying no to you. They're not saying no to you. They're just saying that they are not able to be in that space with you that minute. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal at all. So, and as we go along, you will find yourself weaving stories around a limiting belief that your mind is trying to spin or trick you with, and you will start, you'll be able to catch it as and when it happens, because we all do it. It's just not you. It's every one of us do it. It's just in different things and different degrees. Is it enough for me to kind of, am I a fan of door knocking? No. Have I done it? Yes. Do I do it at times in my farm? Yes. Is it something that I like? Not really, but I still do it. Is it a limiting belief to a certain extent in my mind? Yes. And for you to be able to, kind of say that, yes, you know what, that's a limiting belief without you trying to weave stories around it. That is something that Ignite will help you kind of identify and stop you in your tracks like that. That is something it will help you. And I'd like to read this quote by Henry Ford. If you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you are right. So it's all in the mind. If you think you can do it, you can. If you already give up even before you start, you can't. You just can't. That's how influential and strong our mind is. So which is why they say what you think you become, and some of the bold laws, and bold is something that we will talk about a little later. Henry Ford knew that, and based on the quote that I just said, so Henry Ford knew that your mindset is one of the factors that determines your success. As you go through Ignite, look for ways you are limiting your own success and remove the barriers you're putting in your own way. Connect to your goals, your big why, as Gary Keller says, to push through and achieve your goals. All right. Excuse me. Okay. So what successful agents do every single day? So this has changed from the previous Ignite as far as I can remember. So there's two aspects to business. One is growing your business and one is running your business. Growing your business, speaking out your business. What do? You lead generate for buyers and sellers every single day. And what's the minimum? And now they are advising that we do 4 hours or as long as we can through the day, because the market is such, things have changed. And make seller listing presentation and get listings, make buyer presentation and get listings. And that might have shifted a little bit, because right now we are focusing more on customer care calls that care and compassion calls, as I call it. So you call them not with the intention of being salesy, but you actually call them to find out, hey, you know what, is everything okay with you? How are you doing? Is everything around you okay? How are people in your family doing? Is everything safe? Are you being safe? What can I do to help you? Anything that you want that I can possibly do, please let me know. So it's as simple as that. And you can still use the part of the Ford model, which is family, occupation, which we will get to. And then you preview real estate. This part is the growing the business model. The running business is, you market your sellers listings, existing one, you show buyer homes, you negotiate contracts, you do transaction management and the closing part. You have a list of vendors who you continuously are in touch with, and you make sure that your vendors are happy, because your vendor is your team, not just your your roofer, your home inspector, your termite inspector. Not just that, we might not actually have a team in the traditional sense of the word, but we do have, all of us have a team. I'm a solo agent, I have a team. I have my title rep is a part of my team. My escrow officer, my favorite escrow officer, is a part of my team. My roofer, my home inspector, my termite inspector, my landscaper, my gardener, everyone is a part of my team. And you will have a team. And the sooner you start building those connections, the better for you, because everyone, we are always stronger together. And once you have people who will be able to come through for you, you look better and your work is better. And you set goals, obviously. And you do compliance and risk management, make sure that you are complying with your the local and the federal, and your your market center. Make sure that you kind of pull in on every possible expertise, your brokers, your MCAs, your team leads, your colleagues who have been around possibly in another shift. You attend training, get coaching, get educated every single day. And that's what sets us apart from other brokerages. And of course, the final thing, you manage your money, and which is kind of what cut back on costs right now so that we are sure of making it through this unprecedented times. Okay, so what is Spark? So you start with your sphere, know your tools, you prepare for success, and we are going to go through all these things. So this is going to be a little video. I am hoping you are able to hear it.
Hi, I'm Gary Keller. This course will allow you to get off to a fast start you can build on. Because if you repeated the principles every 90 days for a year, believe me, you have an awesome first year.
Are you able to hear?
And just as important, you would have built the foundation and momentum for your entire career. It is practical, realistic, and easy to apply. It's about the fundamentals that determine your level of success in the business of real estate. From our research with top agents, we have found that they too started their careers with these fundamentals, and they continue to do them along with their teams to this very day. And it's not hard. It just requires a little focused effort, a few hours every day. Now, there is really just one way to achieve the goal. It's lead generation. Other skills are important, yet without leads to work with, your skills won't mean a thing. Dealing with business never takes precedence over what? Finding business. Never. Research shows that top producing agents make lead generation their number one priority and the one thing they make sure they always get done. You can do this. And when you do, you will get the leads, the relationships, the experiences, the career, and the income that you want and deserve. Go get them, and good luck.
All right. Nothing else about your business will have as big an impact on it as the number of leads you have. You hear a lot of background noise. Would somebody be able to mute yourself? I think somebody's on the phone.
Yeah, it says you have joined. Meera, can't you mute everyone by going on the top options?
My thing is crashed. Just a second. Okay, so, okay. Interesting.
Hi, I'm Gary.
Technical difficulties.
Okay. All right. Good morning, you all. Good morning. How you doing? How are you doing? I'm fine, doctor. How you doing? I'm doing well. Can you hear me okay? Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, I know that you had your surgery with Dr. Matthews on March 5th.
Yes, indeed.
Right? So about a month ago, right?
Yes, correct. Working on my
Yeah. How has your knee been feeling?
Okay. It just feel like something broke the joint every time I walk. I hear it. I don't know if that's normal or
okay. It's,
He muted himself.
no, I think mine kind of crashed, so I'm not able to move my mouse. Okay. Okay, I think I am just going to continue right now. All right, so. All right. And everybody is still able to see the screen?
Yes, Meera, we can see it.
Okay, no worries, thank you. Okay, sorry about that. So Ignite is 4 weeks. You learn the foundations for success, and I'm going to still keep trying to mute this person. I don't know who it is. And the first 2 weeks is on a Spark, and Spark is your incubator. It's kind of you get into it and you kind of learn the initial things for you, which is going to set you up for success. You learn how to set a successful mindset, regenerate, and get the confidence to either meet the seller or the buyer on your first. And once learning these foundations and developing some successful client relationships is what you're going to be learning in the Spark section. And then we move on. The next 2 weeks is elementals to learn the skills they need to take those appointments to a successful closing. So first is to get an appointment. And what do we need for that? And second is you take the appointment to a closing. Okay. And according to NAR, the National Association of Realtors, 66% of sellers and about 41% of buyers found their agent through a friend. So basically a referral. And so what I want you to do right now is, everyone have your cell phones on you? Take it out. I want to take out mine. So go to your contacts. And once on your contacts, you scroll down all the way. I have an iPhone. So once you scroll down all the way like this, I don't know if you're able to see it, all the way to the bottom. Okay, so it gives the number of contacts right here. It should show it for you. And once you take that number and multiply it by 6%. So the resulting number that you get, for me, it's 8.44. I already did this last night. So this number gives you the average number of real estate actions. It could be selling, it could be buying, it could be anything else related to real estate, investing, buying, selling. So that will be, that gives you the average number of real estate actions that will be happening right there in your database. And the contacts on that is your database. So that is so out in the next 12 months. So for me, let's say 8.5. So about 8.5 transaction is what I'm looking for. If I love on my database, that's how many transaction is going to happen. Now, what's the average? Let's say an average transaction here is about 80. So that into the average, commission in your market is going to give you an idea of how much your database is going to contribute to you, provided we keep in touch with you. So that is, once you have that number, it will hopefully give you a trajectory, a path as to the amount of money, your DCI that you want to make is something that would be useful.
Meera?
Yes.
Okay, so you said scroll to the bottom.
Does it show you the number of
Yeah,
contacts? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut some of this down because I know this isn't real. So multiply that by 6%.
6%. Does it give you a number?
About 88.02.
It should give you.
I didn't do it right.
How many contacts do you have?
1,000, which is not true. I mean, I need to clean it out.
Okay, so let's say 1,000. 1,000 into 6%. So roughly about. Wait, let me see. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I made a mistake. So I have 1,238 into 6.
I have 1,400 really. Do my number.
1,400 into 6% is giving you 84.
Okay.
So that into 20,000, right?
Into what?
That into the average commission in our market, which is about 20K.
I can't, it's just like you keep breaking up. Somebody's not muted.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, but I didn't get the last part.
So, so 1,000 into 6. Okay, 1,000 into 6 is 84, right? 6%.
Yes.
Okay, so no, 1,000. Oh, that's mine. Sorry, 1,000 into 6% is 60.
That's 60.
Yeah, the 60 into, so that's the number of real estate actions that has a possibility of happening right just from your database.
60?
So you have 60 people, 60 actions. It can be buying, selling, investing, any kind of real estate action. So 60.
60?
Yeah, 60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the point of the exercise. 60 into, now let's multiply 60 into 20,000, which is the average commission in our market.
Okay.
What is the number it's showing
You
up?
said 60 times what?
20,000. That's the average, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is it showing you? That is the potential amount that you're looking at. The amount of money that you wish to make right there, even if you aren't going to lead generate.
Okay.
That's the money that you could possibly have, provided you love on your database and keep in touch. Basically, lead generate within your database.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll clean my numbers now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sure. All right. So. Okay, I'm trying to. All right. All right. So. All right. We start with our sphere. So that's right there on the phone. So sphere is somebody that we have met. It makes sense to start with our sphere of influence because those are people that know us, that we know. And would you agree that people always want to work with you because they like you? Say yes.
Yes.
And okay, great. And I'm seeing some nods, and I don't have everyone. So, all right. So once you start connecting with your sphere, is something that people that you've already met, and they already trust you, they already know you. You're not somebody that they have to build a foundation with. It's not like they need to break the ice with you because they already know you either from church or school or work or family, your friends, anyone. And your contacts, your initial database can come from your phone. And everybody has has at least a sizable database on your phone, and the contacts on your phone are a good place to kind of look for people in your sphere, and some of them might come through and some of them might not. And you would also probably, if you were on the other side, would you like to do business with somebody that you trust and rather than somebody that you don't know? Yes. So do you think your friends and acquaintances would love to do business with you? Yes. And that goes back to the point that Renee made. So unless you reach out and you put yourself out there, we don't know what they think. So that's a limiting belief that, oh, you know what, I don't know if they already have another friend who's a realtor. We don't know that. And it doesn't hurt to kind of reach out and say, hey, you know what, I just got into real estate. Is there something I can help you with, especially in this market? I know you own a house. Is there something I can help you with? Are there questions that you have that I can answer? I would love to be a resource. And I know you, if you know that they already have a favorite realtor, and that's okay. You can still say, hey, I know you already, and it might be a mutual friend this other realtor might be a mutual friend, and you could still say, hey, you know what, I know that you've been in touch with others. Would you mind if, you know what, I also am in touch with you. I would love to be a resource. And okay. And one more avenue is with this in this market, especially with the COVID thing that kind of was unprecedented and so sudden. There are people who are going through life changes, and is that something that you can help with? Do you know someone personally who's going through a life change? I know quite a few who have lost their jobs. Do you know someone like that? Do you know someone who knows someone who's like that? Would you be able to, probably not from a real estate point of view, is it a friend that is in that situation? Would you be able to help? Reach out and say, hey, you know what, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is there something I can do for you? Is there something I can help you with? And you know what, this is probably one of the least expensive lead generation methods that you can do. Just go through the phone and just call people that you know, because it doesn't cost you anything to call people that you already know. It's not like, you know, you don't lose anything, and it might be a good time to reconnect. And there was this past client that I hadn't been in touch with for a long time, and this was in my first year of real estate that I sold, helped them buy. And I called them about 2 days ago and I said, hey, you know what? First of all, I'm so sorry that I haven't been in touch. I just thought I'll reconnect and see how things are with you. And, you know, how is everything? How are you doing? And it was a lot less awkward than I thought it would be. It's all in the mind. It is all in the mind. Okay.
I think, if I may chime in, that point that you mentioned, it being awkward and not being awkward, that initial part where we all think it's awkward, that should be the pain that we keep in our mind, like, oh, you know what? I don't want to go through that again. Yes. I better be giving these people a call much more frequently.
Yes, that's true. And I've been there, and this was a classic example, because the day before I was kind of in, I was feeling so uncomfortable, and I don't know for how long I was thinking, oh, should I call or should I not call? Should I call? And finally I said, you know what? I have to call. It's been long enough, and it's true. And now they are on my calendar for every month, every actually every quarter, and they've been there for about 4 years now. And yes, and I don't want to be in that position, because it's like I'm going back to square one each time I travel through the maze, right? I have to go back to square one, and I really hate that. An excellent point, Jordan. Thank you. Okay. I'm just trying to see. And for people who are, actually, it's just not for people. And don't be that silent agent. Don't be that ghost agent. So when you are in real estate, the entire world should know. And when I mean the entire world, I really mean the entire world should know that you're a real estate agent. And for all the newer agents, have you put out that message? It might be a call, an email, a social media post saying that, hey, you know what, I've joined real estate. I'm with Keller Williams now, so-and-so market center. Has everyone done that? If not, I would strongly recommend that you do. And and marketing begins at home, and it begins with you. You're marketing yourself. You're marketing your value proposition. You're marketing what you stand for. So go out there, and and there is a perfect script for on KW Connect as well for that, for you to say, and it's not as hard. And who have you spoken to in the last 2 weeks that who doesn't know that you're a real estate agent? And if you manage to talk to somebody and you didn't mention this, maybe high time you need to call them and put it on your calendar to call them back. and let them know that, hey, you know what? I missed a teeny weeny part that I am a real estate agent now. Is there something that I can help you with? So that helps.
Maria, could you mute yourself?
Hello. What happened?
I think her computer may have got
Meera?
frozen.
Yeah, let me.
Maria, would you mute yourself? We can hear you eating. Thank you.
So what does everybody have planned today?
Lead generating.
Lead generation.
This is same stuff, different day.
Yep.
It feels like Groundhog's Day.
Well, you guys are supposed,
Oh.
you guys are supposed to actually partner up. This happened to me in a class. You guys are actually supposed to partner up and take some time to script practice for 30 minutes.
You can make it that long?
Does everyone know where to find the scripts?
No.
A script practice, they should be in the script book. If you go where Meera was in KW Connect, and you looked at where the Ignite class was, and there was a participant.
Was it the file?
guide, that's where it is.
Oh, okay.
And there's scripts about how to basically talk to people about, yeah, right there. Thank you. It's in the Fuel Your
Toolkit?
Career.
Was it the toolkit?
Yes, I believe it's in the toolkit.
Okay.
You can download the toolkit and that'll download everything for you.
So, are you back on, Meera? Oh, you did. You took it away, didn't you, Jordan?
Not me.
Who is Meera on?
Looks like she's screen sharing, but
Yeah, it does.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, finally. So it just logged me out. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share this. Let's see if this works. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Ignite Toolkit should have the. So this one, the waves, the likelihood of a move along with time. It shows that an average, on an average, person moves every 8 to 10 years, and right after a move, the likelihood that they want to move again, unless and otherwise, it is what would
unlikely.
you say? Something like a family situation. If something changes, either they lose their job or visa situations for people who are from who are not citizens here. So those kind of situations are the only reason why they end up moving right after they buy, and that has happened to one of my clients. But over time, they begin to move probably every 8 to 10 years, and that could be buying, selling, or moving. All right, and so the peaks that you see, the black dots on the screen, are actually the moment when a person moves. The likelihood of a move then moves into a trough. but over time, the likelihood of move builds back up again. So basically it's like a trough. It goes up, comes down, just like the market. And the key is to keep in touch so that we stay top of mind. And the entire transaction just doesn't end the day they close and we probably give them a closing gift. It continues much farther than that. It extends beyond that. For us to be top of mind, we need to show value, that we are around. And I still have clients from 4 years ago who are still in touch. I'm still in touch with them, and except for this one from the day before, which was kind of hard otherwise. And it's always, and I use my calendar, and now I use Command to make sure that, you know, all anniversaries are in, all birthdays, things that I know, where I kind of develop an opportunity to be in touch with them. And everybody is on the not necessarily strictly a DTD2, do your database too. So it's not on that. It's basically, I just cycle through. Some use Excel sheets. So whatever makes sense for you is something that you could use, but there are a lot of resources on KW Connect for this, which we will, as we move along, you should be able to see it. So one thing that, one thing I'd recommend when you start calling your database is to start dissecting your database first. Is there somebody in your database, say about 5 to 7 people that you know have recently moved? And if yes, if yes, then put them in one list. And the other thing is, who might be thinking about moving? So is somebody renting? Has somebody been talking about real estate to you? Or somebody that you know who's somewhere in the middle? So all those. So once you start segregating people, it's easier for you to keep in touch, because it's not like we are all over the place. And one other thing that I learned is I've always been, this again goes back to Renee's point as to, are we being pushy with friends and family? And I always ask myself, how would I feel if somebody were to call me only when they need something from me? How would it be if somebody were to just keep in touch, irrespective of whether they needed something from me? So I don't feel like, oh, you know what? She's in touch with me because she wants something from me now. And I've made sure that I don't want to be that person for somebody else. And that is something that might help you as you move along, to make sure that you stay in touch, and it's not because you want real estate business. And once you stay in touch and you're genuine and you're compassionate, business will automatically follow. Okay. And when you are in touch with friends and family, you can be honest with them and explain to them as to why you want to stay in touch with them, so that when they are ready to buy or sell or invest, you're the first person that they call. And honesty always pays, right? It always pays through pretty heavily. So if you don't talk to them for 8 to 10 years, and then suddenly you hear from somebody else, a common friend, that they are selling or buying, and you give them a call out of the blue, that's not going to kind of lie. And so that is something that that we strongly recommend. And even if a person has just bought or sold a home, stay in touch with them, so that you're kind of their go-to person for their next move. You also want to be top of mind for referrals. And if someone they know wants to move, ask them if they would feel comfortable enough to refer you out. Okay, and this is the Ford model, where you don't fear your sphere, people that you know, and you can use this It's FORD. It's you call them, you call somebody, talk about family. Hey, how is everything? And talk about occupation. Hey, the last time we spoke, you were with this company or you were doing this. Is that still the case? What do you do? What's happening with your work situation? How is everything? You still work? And I know of a person who completely shifted gears and became a nurse from being an engineer. So that happened and it was good to catch up. And next thing is, if you know any of their recreational activities, so you know what, because some are into sports, some are into music, some are into theater, and touch on those and then talk about, and when you talk about dreams, probably they talked about, hey, you know what, I want to stop renting, or I want to kind of upgrade to a bigger home. That is something where dreams come in. You talk about, hey, I know you always wanted to move. Has there been any movement in that aspect? Is there something that I can help you with now that I'm in real estate? So the Ford model is something which is pretty, it's a sure shot. It touches on every single thing that all of us, you know, kind of relate to. And it's also something where you also get to know where they are. Like, for instance, some might have gotten married because you haven't, been in touch with them for a while, and probably not a close friend, but still a good place for you to start, the Ford model. And okay, so I'm wondering how to do the role model, the Ford script with the participant. So so probably this could be something that could be done probably during the script play, because that is something that I would need all of you to pair up and probably do it outside of the Zoom call, probably. And that's going to be, that is something that we're going to learn today, because this is the first thing where it's everything is Zoom. And had this been in class, then it would have been easier. Okay, so let's see. Know the tools, and that is where KW Tech comes in. So this is the vision for Keller Williams Technology. The vision of Keller Williams is to be the real estate company of choice for agents and their customers. And one of the ways that Keller Williams is doing that is by making everything easier for both you as an agent and for your clients. Anyone here using a Google, a cloud product here? Like a Google Cloud or iCloud, for instance? I do.
Yes.
Okay, great. And how do you like it? Is that Zach?
It's Jordan.
Jordan, sorry. Yeah. How do you like it?
I mean, just like anything tech, it has its ups, it has its downs. It's been pretty seamless for me, pretty flawless, which is good. Google's fairly reliable. So the biggest complaint that I've had is kind of lack of, I guess I'd call it continuity across different devices. So it looks so different from my phone to my iPad to my computer to this to that, trying to find the different items.
Okay, so basically, would it be accurate to say the idea of a cloud is to make your experience easy and seamless, no matter what you're trying to do? Okay, great. So Keller Cloud connects. Oh, thank you, Jordan. That was perfect. So Keller Cloud connects all the tools you need to manage your contacts, your database, your entire business, track where you are in each deal, remind you of what to do, all the tasks that you can set, the reminders that you can set, and even allows you to easily communicate to your clients. That is the goal as to why Keller Cloud was even started. Now, the two of the main tools on Keller Cloud are Command, which is like the homepage for every agent's business. So the dashboard, the command that you see, the homepage that you see, gives you a snapshot of where you are with regards to your GCI, and you can customize that to a certain extent, if I'm right. And the KW app that consumers can use to search for listings, and that is connected to your command, because whatever they are seeing is shown to you on the back end so that you can take appropriate action as and where necessary. Let's see. Command also allows you to see the homes, which is what I just said. Your customers are actually interested on the KW app so that you have more insight into what they are looking at. And command is like having an assistant in your back pocket, reminding you of the things you need to do, and making sure that everything is seamless across devices. Any thoughts on the tech? Because I know tech is a big thing and everybody is trying to get on board and learn as we move along. All right. Let's see here. So command is an integrated end-to-end Keller cloud platform that contains business, it contains some business critical applets for running and growing your business. It's the tool that will help you manage your database, cultivate your connections, make sure you don't lose touch, because command does most of the weightlifting for us. And it takes leads from contact to closing, where we are actually able to visually see everything. And in Spark, as far as command goes, the main aim, the focus is on entering contacts into command and using smart plans to engage those contacts in touch camping. So smart plans, what they do is, say you enter 5 contacts and all 5 of them are, say, first-time home buyers. You start them on a smart plan and it's something like a drip system where, in a certain frequency, they start getting information, touches from you. Basically, you are touching them at every 2 weeks, every week, every 10 days, so that you are in constant touch. And those are known as touch campaigns. And I think we'll learn more about these plans in the lead generation learning module, which will come up. Okay, so the next thing is, can everyone log into your command? Does anyone here not know how to log into command as of now? Yes, Chrissy? Okay, great. So what we can do is, okay, so what I'm going to do is, sorry, can you say that again?
Everybody else up. Look at it later.
Okay, so what I'll do is okay, no worries. I will send it to you directly so that you can look at it. Yep. Oh, there you go. Jordan has already sent it in. Okay, looks like I will have to anyway. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to share another screen. Is everyone able to see it now? Yes? Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so. So you should be, you should be able to get to this. Chrissy, are you able to see something like this? For some reason, I'm not able to unmute you. Okay, great. So, okay, now I am. Okay, great. So once you log in.
Meera, it's just showing your browser. It's not showing the...
Is it not showing my command to you?
No, it's just showing like an open like blank browser.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Interesting. How about now? Is
Yeah,
it showing?
it's showing your command now.
Okay, good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. Okay. So when you go to console.command.kw.com, just you can click on. Awesome. How to? Oh, okay. So you are going to be showing this tomorrow.
Yep.
So
Hey, Meera,
okay.
Meera, can you hear me? It's Laura.
Yes.
I think given the time, because you're running over on time, that people need to ask for some help outside of the Ignite class if they have never logged into Command. They should.
Okay.
There should be help in from their market center that can help them with some basic command skills.
There's
Okay?
some training videos on Connect as well.
And there are lots of training videos on Connect. Thank you.
And Renee just said that Jordan and she will be showing everyone how to add a contact, custom tags, smart views, and smart plans. So that would be done tomorrow. Is that right? Yeah.
So they need to know how to log in.
Okay.
So that's your one assignment, is learn how to log in, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, great. All right. So I will not go into this right now then, because it doesn't make sense. Okay. So now. What is everyone seeing right now?
We're looking at your sign in for
Oh,
Keller.
you're still seeing that? Okay, I'm gonna try this and see. This one is misbehaving big time today. I'm having issues with my. Okay, I'm gonna. You're still not able to see, whereas I'm sharing it.
We can see are you trying to show the PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's showing KW Tech with the tools and the Venn diagram.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're seeing, because mine is kind of funky here because I'm not able to see it. Okay. Okay, so this is the database. So you start with your sphere, and why do we start with our database? So we know the people that you have on your database. The idea is to get the addresses, the phone numbers, a complete contact. And once you have that, start entering those into your database. And why we put our contacts into command is it produces leads. And when you have a powerful database, which is managed by powerful scheduling and planning tools, it produces a predictable flow. And that is what is the idea. And once you have people in your database, you have the ability to track them. You can put in tasks that you can get to on a daily basis. And it reminds you, it does a heavy lifting for you. Okay, so your Ignite toolkit, the one that you downloaded, will have all these things. So it has your script books, it has a bio lead sheet, it has a 411. It has your plan your day for people who are checklists like I am. And it has, your pre-listing packet, your open house tools. And so everyone, for those of you who haven't downloaded this, please download it because it does have the script book. And having a printed copy of the toolkit might be a little easier since you're working on it every single day. Okay, let's see. Okay, so prepare for success. So let's talk about the Spark Learning modules. So first one is Fuel Your Career, which is this that is happening right now. And then you have the rest of it, lead generation, powerful language, and all those things. So these are the ones that are in the Spark Learning modules. And this runs for the first 2 weeks. And consists of learning modules. And we already spoke about Spark and the elementals. The lead generation, so this is Fuel Your Career, which we already spoke about right at the beginning. The lead generation model. So this provides you an overview of the lead generation model as a foundation for a successful real estate business. It will cover how to lead generate and why lead generation is our #1 product. If you go back to Gary's video, that's one thing that he stresses on. Understanding scripts. By the end of this module, you will know the benefits of using powerful scripts and will have practice using those scripts as well. And set up your database and feed it. And so that is something Renee will be covering tomorrow as to how to add a contact, the basic stuff. And since your database is your business, we will focus on the 3 levels of the millionaire database.
So if you still want to come on Tuesday, I think I'm going to make the exception for you also to come in. So just let me know.
Okay. I'm not able to mute it.
This is my personal cell phone number. Okay? So just come back on this one.
You also set goals that matter. And it's all about setting a meaningful, attainable goal, learning to use the 411, applying the 80-20 principle to achieve your goals. And we will go deeper into all these things as more on it. Might be just
I'm just going to maybe take in a small group of people
right now,
that
just hang.
I know personally. So if you still want to come in on Tuesday,
Your
I'm going to make the exception for you also to come in. So
Is everyone able to hear me? Yes? Yes. Okay, okay, good. It was like getting automatically muted.
Hi, Meera. I muted everybody because somebody was talking and then I unmuted you. So you should be okay.
Okay, okay, good. Because I was not able to do it from my side. Thanks, Laura. Your value proposition. So, and in that module, you'll define your value to the client and develop a script for delivering your value proposition each and every time you talk to a client, because the value is what they are looking for, and value defines you as well, your business. Find and win a buyer. This teaches you how to find buyers and then take the buyer opportunity from contact to close. Seller is to working with sellers. The session is very similar to the session on buyers, but instead focuses on finding sellers and taking those opportunities from contact to close. The day in the life of a real estate agent. How do successful agents structure their day? And this loops back to what we saw about, 2 kinds. You grow your business and then you run your business. So this will be building on that. The module will give you a framework as to how to structure your days to meet your goals for a successful real estate business moving forward. All right. Okay. The elementals. So elementals has these. It has prospecting, marketing, make and receive offers, negotiate the deal, open houses, financial basics, seller appointments, contract to close buyer, consultations, and market center specific. The market center specific module will be based on each market center, and it will be tailored specific to that. And we will be giving you more information on what that would be as we come closer to that. And once you've completed your Spark, the first 2 weeks, and have your first appointment, you will move into Elementals, where you will focus on getting a contract, getting into contract and setting yourself up to close on that transaction. Okay, the daily 10-4. So this is something, the 4 habits, really powerful habits are, these are the 4 things that successful agents do every single day throughout their careers. The daily 10-4, as we call it, are the activities that support those 4 habits. They are core to Spark and beyond, because they will help you get your first appointment. So start with your sphere. You already have people in, you already have people in your phone. Add them to your database and use them as an opportunity to call them and connect or reconnect. Then you can follow up with a written note. And right now, I'm not sure how much of written notes would help, because people are paranoid with the COVID and everything. So if you call them, if you don't have their email on record, take that opportunity to, get an email, have their permission to contact them via email and say, hey, you know what, is it okay for me to stay in touch? And if it's appropriate, as and when it's appropriate, you can send them a handwritten card as well. And one is adding 10 new contacts to your database. You speak with 10 people in your database every day, write 10 notes, or in this case, it's probably safer to do emails for now, or even text to people you've recently contacted. And then you preview 10 homes a week. Now that previewing is not a possibility, you can still, I would suggest that you still look on the MLS and, preview 10 properties, and, if they are active, then probably keep a note on what is active. And if it gets into contract, just follow it and see what it closes for. That might also be something. And probably, start noticing those things. And ideally, you should be previewing 10 homes per week. And that is through the brokers tool that happens on, almost all days of the week in different areas. And once we start doing all these 4 and it becomes a solid, sustainable habit, we see results coming up. And although Spark is only until, we have the schedule only until 1, doesn't mean that the remainder of the day is time off. It's actually time to revisit 1 or 2 core goals. You could go back and work on something on command, something, or, have a goal of inputting 20 more contacts in the afternoon when you have time. Grow your business and start running your business as well. And let's see. And if we would highly recommend that you also start reading the MREA, which is the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, and also the Shift, and just continue to contact your sphere and update the information in command. And as and when you get a new, you add to a contact, like you get a valid, say you had only their email and you get a phone number and an address, make sure that you update it in command so that everything is current. Okay, this is what we spoke about. All right, so I'd like for everyone to, at least a few, would everyone be able to, probably an aha that you felt, that spoke to you from the Fuel Your Career, from this 1-hour class? And I think it's just easier. Or if somebody wants to
unmute yourself and talk, that's fine too, because I'm not able to control that from here. So
Probably the one thing that stuck out to me the most is just reaching out to your contacts, even though it might be like kind of awkward at first, just kind of getting out of your comfort zone.
okay. And you think the Ford model would work there for you?
The phone model?
The Ford model, the family occupation
Oh,
recreation.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good reference point to get started with that.
What I realized when I didn't know anything about the Ford model when I joined. What I realized is actually we all do this. We just don't know it's the Ford model. At least I didn't. So, and we all do this and we do it pretty well. It's just that we don't think about it. Oh, you know what? I'm doing the family aspect of the Ford model right now, and now I'm in recreation. So, thank you, Zach.
I mean,
You
really,
wanna-
it's just like trying to ask and check up on the person.
Uh-huh. And right now, I think it's more important than ever that because in these times when everything is kind of everywhere, some people think this is a repeat of 2008, which it clearly isn't. So people are scared. So I think this would be a perfect time to just call and ask. And you don't even have to touch on everything. All you need to do is, I just wanted to check in on you. I was thinking about you, and I'm doing a round of calls to people that I know just to make sure you're okay. And with everything going on around us, I just wanted to check in. And I think that would kind of, and people also have the time to talk now because everybody is kind of homebound, and that seems to make a huge difference. Any other ahas?
I really liked that when you, sorry, I have my 2-year-old on my lap.
Oh, no.
Charlie, the idea of the limiting belief, from just being in education for so long, I'm having to like think about myself in a new way, and in a new career. So that's been a little bit challenging for me. So just trying to get around the ideas that I have of myself and who I am. Yeah, so I'm gonna think a little bit more about that, kind of reflect on it.
Okay. Nice. Right.
I wanted to say that when I saw how many contacts I had in my phone, I had already narrowed down the contacts in my database. I've cleaned out my database when all of this virus started. So now I have to do the phone, and I'm going to calculate how many deals I should have this year.
Nice. So that that thing about 6% kind of spoke to you, Nikki.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, nice. So it actually did for me too.
Yeah, got to do something with these contacts so I can use the text more. I use email, but I need to get into text more.
Okay. So again, recapping, 10 contacts added, 10 conversations that you should have a day, 10 handwritten notes, and feel free to replace it with either emails or, because the handwritten notes that you kind of send out now, you don't want it tossed because people are, concerned about touching, because it changes so many hands before it reaches your mailbox. So you don't want those handwritten notes to kind of not be seen at all. So you don't know. So feel free to kind of replace that with either emails or text, something that's meaningful for you and the person that you're trying to reach. And home previews aren't possible, but you can still preview it online on the MLS, try and see what's sold near it, so that you get an idea. All right. So why is it important to, why are scripts important? So one is you lead generate with scripts. You uncover motivations, as in, because when you have a conversation, we find out what their actual goal is, where do they want to go, and why do they want to go. And you identify objections, things like, hey, you know what, I'm not ready to buy now. Now, for them to be saying, are they not ready to buy now? Is that about you? Probably not. I think it's just a time. probably they're not ready yet. They never said that I will never buy. They just said I'm not ready to buy now or sell now. The next one is close deals, so that you can uncover those motivations and probably help them see what you see from the outside. And speak in terms that the customer understands. These are tried and tested methods where you can close on people, and then you also build confidence. So, practicing and internalizing scripts allows your business to grow, and it's like a doctor learning anatomy before working with patients. Agents need to learn scripts to prepare to have meaningful conversation with clients, try and uncover what they really are thinking, what the objections, why the objections are coming from, and where it is coming from. With scripts, what we end up doing is we control the conversation by using a more purposeful language that helps us all get to the end point, which is a closed transaction. They also help us communicate our value. And once we have internalized scripts, we can add our own value proposition, basically make it our own things that, personal touches that we might end up using as part of the script that makes sense to us. Scripts also help us uncover motivations. Either it can be a buyer or the seller, it doesn't matter, and identify objections so we can handle them right up front, even before they come up. And it allows us to have a rehearsed response that delivers. And we don't want to be practicing on a buyer or the seller, which is why we have script partners. So we can practice that and be able to kind of face any kind of objections without missing a beat. And it allows us to ask questions in a way that they'll be able to quickly share information that we need to better serve them as we move along. And it definitely helps us gain confidence. Does anybody have any questions on scripts? All right, so it's we are a little behind, and it's 30 minutes for scripts to focus on today. So let's see how we can do this. So this is going to be outside of the Zoom call, where we want you to pair up with somebody on this list of people in the Zoom call. So, hey, Laura, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we've come to the scripts part. So I was wondering how we do it so so they can take it outside of this Zoom call.
Okay, so the script practice you guys need to be doing outside the Zoom call, and you could easily create your own Zoom meeting, or you guys could call each other and practice your scripts. And my recommendation is that if you know somebody who's on this call that you would like to be a script partner with, great, partner up with somebody, because there's scripts every single day in Ignite that you're going to want to practice. And if you need a script partner, reach out to your team leader, and us 3 team leaders will connect, and we will help find you a script partner. Okay? Does that sound fair enough? Okay, I'm seeing some nodding, so we'll leave it at that. Is that good, Meera?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and are you almost wrapping up then, Meera?
Yes, I think we are almost done. The only thing, so they do have, the Ignite Toolkits has scripts that they could use for today. And since this is the first day.
It has scripts for the entire Ignite. Buy or sell scripts is a ton of scripts.
Mm-hmm.
So I think today's script was supposed to be the Ford script.
Okay. And since this is the first day, it had quite a few glitches, and thank you so much for.
I have a question.
Yes, Mickey.
The Ignite Toolkit, is it an email that was sent to us?
No, you should have that on, you know what, actually, I will call you and I'll walk you through it. I don't want to hold up everyone.
Thank you.
All right, so sounds good. So All right, so I think now I think we will get off this Zoom call and okay, and if everyone could, I just put it on the chat. If everyone could complete this so that we may improve as we move forward, we would really appreciate it. And I guess that's about it. And I believe everyone has the schedule for every single day, which was posted.
Same time all this week, correct? 9 o'clock?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Same time Monday through Friday, correct? 9 o'clock?
Yes, same time.
Okay, good.
Okay, so what I meant by schedule is 9 to 10 is a class, 10 to 10:30 is script and role play, 10:30 to 11:30 is lead gen, 11:30 to 12 is command input, and 12 to 1 is, practicing, writing contracts, which will be with your mentor if you have one. So that's what I meant by schedule. So everyone has that, right? Or would you want me to type it in the chat?
Could you type it in the chat,
Sure.
please?
Great. So Laura did tell you about the script role play for the lead gen. I'd suggest starting with your contacts on the phone and just call them, and the Ignite toolkit will have scripts that you could use for your calls. And 10:30 to 11 and command input. And once you have those calls, make notes so that you can input those and the information that you get for any of your contacts. If you get additional information, say for example, hey, I don't mind you being in touch with me via email. Here's my email address. So make sure that you have those so that you can input those into command right away. 12 p.m. and then so 1 p.m. There you go. Does it help?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of the day. And I am also going to put down my email and phone number here. So in case anyone has questions, you are more than welcome to text me or call me, email me.
Thank you, Meera. Hope
Thank
everyone
you.
has a good day.
Guys too. Thank you.